it's a population center, so you've got a lot of programs in that area. And Tony, they do it with not a lot of money, a limited budget. And again, they hit the transfer portal really, really hard, looking for guys, like you said, have trouble getting on the mat at other schools.
Well, and obviously in those processes, you have to be selective, right? Who's the right guy? Everybody's trying to find what that formula is for them. And so far, it looks like that he's done a nice job and their staff has done a nice job of finding people who fit into their program and their culture.
Jordan Titus, Eli Griffin at 141. And Jared, you had a chance to speak with Gunnar Andrick after he came off the mat in his win.
Just in our quick chat, you know, it's reflecting a lot of what we're hearing from the coaching staff in our quick interviews with Coach Flynn before every match is Gunnar feels that he's getting to his offense more, which is exactly what we've talked about multiple times already in this broadcast and throughout the season. The more that you shoot and try your offense, the more you're going to succeed and score off of your offense. Said he's doing a nice job of just staying, you know, confident in his stuff, getting to what works for him. And then asking him about that tough third period, he said he wasn't that happy about it. He said he didn't feel that he did the best job that he could have in that third period, but I mean, was able to get a win, pull away, and get the Mountaineers on the board and within one of the Bronx.
Well, that's not the way I saw it. I thought he was brilliant in the third period.
That's what I said.
He's, you know, obviously to get to this point, these individuals are, their harshest critics are themselves at times. And, Tony, we saw a little something there, Eli Griffin and Jordan Titus after they went out of bounds.
Yeah, he bumped him a little bit out there out of bounds. A little surprised the referee, maybe the referee did say something to him about a little extracurricular activity. Yeah. Not exactly Ben Dreithen giving him the business down there, but yeah, probably a little extra stuff. And, you know, if there's somebody you'd like to see wrestle well today, it's Jordan Titus. I mean, he just needs some confidence, get a good win. This would be a good win for him. He's been battling in all these matches. He's just a little bit off. And the other thing, similar to what we talked about with Andrick, is that just getting to his offense a little bit more. And that was the discussion with the coaching staff a little bit too, is getting to your offense a little bit better and making a commitment to things.
Titus defended that well. We're about 90 seconds deep into the first period. Titus went 1-2 last weekend. Victorious over Ethan Hardy of Glenville State. So you're right, he needs a win here. Lost his matchups against both Princeton and Appalachian State last weekend.
Stalemate here, but, you know, every match is a new match, and get yourself an opportunity to do that. And this is what we saw here at the end of that period. We'll get a little look at it here in the next break here, but he just gave him a little pop with his thigh or his knee. Probably a little uncalled for.
We're in a battle here with about 35 seconds left in the first period. Wrestlers have been on their feet this entire period. And now a shot.
Is it on that leg? See that shin whizzer by Jordan. Now up in the air a little bit. About 20 seconds left in the period. Ooh, landed on his head, but he went right for that Jonesy. And he's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Titus had that in his mind the whole time, you could tell.
Once again,
for that opportunity. Yeah, go ahead.
One of those moves that you can know is coming and you just can't do anything about it. And you could see the approach from Griffin. He had that sweep shot down on the mat. As soon as Jordan went to that shin whizzer and went going around, Griffin heightens it up. But, I mean, that's that move. You can't get away from it.
This was very early in the first period. Again, they go out of bounds.
You know, there's all these things sometimes people get caught up in trying to prove how tough you are and just go out and wrestle and score points, right? I mean, that's really the idea about it.
Well, Titus came back and got the only offensive points of that first period.
Which is the whole idea, right? Okay, you give me a little thigh in the face. Well, I'm going to get takedown. Try to give you a thigh in the face from the bottom, right? See Griffin with that leg hook, and it's figure forward too. So, wow, just a nice real switch. Drew his leg out of there, out of having his leg hooked, and that did a nice job by Jordan to create some space and get himself an escape to be up 4-0.
Titus with the takedown, the only takedown so far in the escape. Ryder got a bonus point from Tyler Klinsky in the first match at 125, a major decision. Then Gunnar Andrick came back and beat Will Betancourt 6-3.
Titus tried that little redirected shot a little bit earlier. Didn't have a lot of success with it, but those are the things you just like to see him do some of that stuff. Not take a bad shot or just shoot to shoot, but to change some angles a little bit, get at the legs a little bit. Ooh.
Close to the boundary here.
Yeah, that's a pretty good collision.
Yeah. Titus worked his way back in. Same position as before.
Right. You just see Griffin just trying to put it on his head and see if he can spin around the corner.
Ran out of space.
Right. And that's just the reality of being on the boundary. Titus tried to work his way back in. Betancourt spun him back around.
Ran out of space and ran out a lot of time there. Just not really any improvement out of that position. And, you know, it's frustration on the edge of the mat there where, you know, wrestlers usually – you got to keep wrestling at the edge of the mat is what it comes down to. And, you know, Griffin maybe trying to prove a point there. Titus trying to prove a point there that he's pushing him out. But that took off a lot of clock there for the Mountaineers.
And Titus is going to go to the third with a 4-0 lead.
And this is a matchup that we have seen in the past. Eli Griffin took a 5-0 win in the duel against Cal Baptist last year against Jordan Titus inside Oak Glen High School. Griffin, another one of those very successful transfers that Ryder is able to get to the next level. Although Griffin really was successful in his time at Cal Baptist, the first win at the NCAA tournament in program history, and also has the highest ranking win in program history when he took out number 3 at the time, Steve-O Poland.
Well, and just a nice job by Griffin to get himself a reversal here. Saw Titus got a little loose with his hip, and Griffin did a nice job of just being patient and working his way through it and gets himself to score. We got a minute and a half left in the period, and that's going to be a 3-point lead right at the moment. Takedowns are it right at the moment, right? So Griffin's going to keep trying to push that pace, but aside from that one shot that he took, most of them been trying to pull and snap down and go behind, which is great. But it's one of those areas that Jordan Titus is really good at in turning into small spaces. It's a little extended here. Wait, well, not a little. He was very extended. He was laying flat with his belly, holding onto his leg. There's a lot of time going off the clock.
Titus just perfectly fine with that.
Well, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get his foot caught in there, which is what Griffin was trying to do. So 50 seconds left in the match.
Titus with the lead, 5-2. Ride time not a factor, won't be a factor. So you're right. Griffin he needs a takedown here in the final 45 seconds.
Coach Flynn calling for the misdirections, you know, getting back to the bread and butter for Titus. Griffin gives a little bit of what Titus does. Fakes the duck under, gets to a sweep shot, but here is Titus back in the Jonesy position. Griffin limp arms out, going to get behind. Titus has the leg hooked.
Well, and he's going to try to tie him up, probably stalemate him here. There's going to be a lot of time going off the clock. There's 20 seconds left. Got to watch his shoulder.
That left leg hooked. Trying to defend it down to 12 seconds.
Well, geez. And Jordan done a nice job. He's going to get himself a nice win here with 5 seconds left.
Got to hang on a few more seconds. And Jordan Titus pulls it off, 5-2. The victory for Titus.
That was a good match. That was a really good match by Jordan Titus. Hit that Jonesy the way he likes to. Gets a nice score on that. Even though he pretty much spiked his head into the mat at the beginning of it, but a nice job of recovering. And so he was in on that single. Boom, he hits that Jones. That's where he smacked his head into the mat pretty good. I wasn't sure he was going to get it. He rolls him through. And I guess wasn't in a position for near fall points, but did a nice job of just getting that takedown. He's dangerous, man. He likes to roll around. He's dangerous.
Let's go across to Jared. He's standing by with Jordan Titus.
Jordan Titus, a veteran win there. You're up 4-0 going into the third period. Survived that sprint, able to get that stop at the end of the third. What's going through your head?
Just keep wrestling, keep getting my attacks. Nothing's going in my head.
So that's a guy who you've wrestled before in the past, came out with a loss. How do you change that outcome this time and get it done for the Mountaineers?
Nothing. I just same game plan for everyone. The guy's always talking too much. Can't back it up. That's what happens.
Jordan Titus, congratulations.
Jordan Titus victorious.